Hello everybody, welcome to OCD Hi-Fi Guy for yet another installment of something totally cool and hi-fi. What we've got today is we are going to do a shootout here of some real high-level preamps. What we have down here is the NAT Audio Magnetic, which is the current NAT audio entry-level line stage, which is $10,000. Above it, we have the first sound Paramount Mark II, or Mark III, I'm sorry, Paramount Mark III, which is a dual mono line stage. This is a $18,000 line stage. This is only single-ended. It doesn't have anything balanced. It is completely dual mono to such a severe degree that it even has dual mono source selectors. Like, you can't use the left channel on one source and the right channel on another source, clearly. So they have to be in the same spot every time. And that just goes to show how dedicated that guy is to making everything dual mono. This is a phenomenal sounding line stage. Here is the NAT Audio Magnetostat SE. This is the legendary piece that many people consider the best they've ever heard. Actually, the same with this. These two are both world-class level, best you've ever heard type things. This is a previous generation NAT Audio Symmetrical, which we have in there just for good measure. That's a $6,000 preamp. So we have $6, $10, $18, and $23,000. I'm just telling you the retail price so you have an idea of where they sit in the marketplace. That is not what I paid for them. That is not what you would if I was selling to you, and so forth. These amplifiers here, the NAT Audio Magma M's, which are very unique. The Magma M's are just powering that mid-range right there. Each monoblock has one mid-range. There's the AGD Vivace up there. That amp has the tweeter right here, the ribbon, and same on the other side. And then down here, you'll see the Jeff Rowland 625S2. That is a stereo amp. That is powering this sub and then this woofer panel, okay? So we've got 4 amps per side, and it's quad amped. Behind these, you'll see over there, there's a 4-way crossover that is totally differential and discrete. That means no op amps. The DAC that we are listening to currently is my top of the line APL Hi-Fi DSD-M Plus, which is a very very good DAC. In fact, it's the best one I've heard through here, and I love it. So let's see, anything else I can tell you? What we're going to do is we're going to go through these line stages. We're going to listen to them and see the differences. Now, not only am I going to do it just through the phone, but I also have set up here on each side, I've got an Earthworks, a pair of matched Earthworks microphones. These are nice microphones, $1,000 a piece. They're each sitting in on a stand, and they have Virastar. I'm going to sneeze. Oh, it's stuck in there. Oh, man. Oh, I needed to sneeze. Oh, that gave me like a headache in between my eyes. Okay, so the microphone cable is silver-plated copper. It's very nice Teflon insulation. That comes back over here to a Tascam recorder, this is a digital recorder that we will record in 2496. So we can go, a little bit more than 1644, even though it's probably not needed. We'll do it anyways. And so the mics are sitting one in front of each channel pretty much. We're at a decent distance away, not too close, but not too far. And so I will be recording them using this professional type recorder, and so that I can put these. I'll try and put them up on YouTube. If not, they'll be at the 11 Stereo website. So we will be playing back the music from the source, which I didn't show you up over here. This is the Virastar music server. Okay, that's one that I have built myself. It uses an outboard power supply, a linear power supply. We will be going out of this via USB down to the APL. USB cable is a Virastar Nemesis USB. And let's see, we'll be mostly streaming off Tidal or Quobuzz. And that will be it. You can see from the back here. Let's see if I can do this without burning myself. Okay. These are the backs of the preamps. The nats are all both balanced and single-ended. So you can see these are each of the nats. They're different inside. Here is the first sound. That is all single-ended. And then down to the final nat at the bottom, the magnetic. The two in the middle have outboard power supplies, and the one on the bottom and the one on the top have onboard power supplies. So the two most expensive, of course, have the outboard power supplies. The $6,000 and the $10,000 one have power supplies inside them. I think that is everything. The subwoofers that we're using here are something that I had made. Man, did they do a good job. I just wanted a cabinet. They decided they were going to try something really cool, and so they made it arched like that, and they filled it with a crazy, it's almost like concrete in there. Okay, so this is a Acoustic Elegance TD12H woofer with two passive Dayton Audio's passive radiators and one active. Okay, so this is just a 12 per side, but the output on these things is stunning, and the cabinets are so dead. They're really great. Okay, here is a Mikey pan. This was a Magnapan. You can't call it a Magnapan now because it's so far from what a Magnapan sounds like. It's close. I mean, it has the same, imaging that an openness that a planar does, but it is it's been severely modified with the baffle and the frame, and I added on normally Magnapan shares the woofer and the mid-range are together on one membrane. I never like that because even if you say, look, we put these little anchors in to keep the vibrations from the woofer affecting the mids, yeah, right. Okay, so I'm sure it does it somewhat, but it's way more discreet to have a separate mid-range than it is to share the same membrane with mid-range and woofer. And then this is a 60-inch ribbon tweeter, phenomenal tweeter. Some people consider it, and I'm one of them, one of the best in the industry. It's phenomenal. Okay, so we've got the Maggies, all the cables are the Mikeys. All the cables are pure silver foil. We've got a super tweeter up here, a Townsend pointing straight up, which reflects off the ceiling. Again, custom build frame and everything here that I did to make these very rigid. They just don't move at all. All the cables that we're using are Virastar pure silver foils. These are giant 2.5-inch wide foils. As we go over here, these are the power supplies for the preamp for the first sound. Here's the AGD Vivace, which runs the tweeter on this side. So I think that's it. I think I've covered the whole rig and everything in it. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on the, let's see, what's our number one? Our first preamp will be this one, which is the, now let's start, I don't know if I want, yeah, I'm going to start there because it's the one that's plugged in. But this could be the best. I normally, if I know something, I think it's going to be better than the rest, I like to start low and move up. I might do that, as a matter of fact. I'm going to wait for that to, well, I guess I could edit. So anyways, okay, so there's that. I think we're ready to go. You guys know everything about the rig. You know everything about the recording. They will be 1644 rips or 1644 streams. I won't be playing any high res. Once you hear this rig, you will realize there is no reason for high res. 1644 on this rig sounds like high res. And you play high res and it doesn't even really sound any different. So I am going to dim the lights ever so slightly and get on with it. So I'll be back.